Deep beneath the soil near Shan, China, over 8,000 life-sized clay soldiers, horses, and chariots stand frozen in time, guarding the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. For decades, these figures have fascinated historians, archaeologists, and tourists alike, offering a glimpse into the power, artistry, and ambition of ancient China. Each warrior is unique, with distinct facial features, armor, and postures meticulously crafted to reflect the emperor's army. As researchers continue to uncover hidden pits, additional figures, and forgotten artifacts, it is becoming clear that the Terracotta Warriors are not just relics of history, but a window into a society obsessed with power, immortality, and secrecy. The origins of the Terracotta Army. The Terracotta Army was created over 200 years ago to protect Emperor Qin Shi Huang in the afterlife. The emperor, determined to secure eternal power, commissioned thousands of life-sized figures representing soldiers, generals, horses, and chariots. Each figure was carefully molded from clay and fired in kilns, then painted with vibrant colors, many of which have faded over time. The warriors reflect not only the military hierarchy of the Qin dynasty, but also the social and artistic capabilities of the era. Craftsmen employed assembly line methods, yet each warrior has unique facial features, hairstyles, and expressions, indicating a level of personalization rarely seen in mass-produced objects of the time. The sheer scale of the project, spanning multiple pits and covering several acres, demonstrates the extraordinary resources and manpower at the emperor's disposal. The Terracotta Army is a remarkable symbol of ambition and control, representing the emperor's desire to extend his authority beyond death. Recent discoveries shake long-held belief. Archaeologists have uncovered new pits and previously hidden figures that challenge long-held assumptions about the Terracotta Army. These recent findings reveal that the burial complex is far more extensive and sophisticated than originally thought. Researchers have discovered additional rows of soldiers, chariots, and horses arranged in formations that suggest advanced military strategies and ceremonial purposes. Some figures bear evidence of rapid construction and alterations, raising questions about the workforce, working conditions, and possible exploitation during the Army's creation. Chemical analyses of pigments and materials indicate that the original colors and decorative elements were far more vivid and complex than initially imagined. These revelations suggest that the Terracotta Army is not only a reflection of military power, but also a display of social hierarchy, imperial authority, and the emperor's obsession with perfection. The discoveries paint a picture of an empire willing to mobilize unprecedented resources to serve one man's vision of immortality. The role of Pit No. 1. Pit No. 1 is the largest excavation site within the Terracotta Army complex and is thought to represent the main battle formation of the emperor's forces. Rows of infantry, archers, and cavalry are arranged in precise order, mimicking real military formations of the Qin dynasty. The scale and structure of this pit suggest that it was intended to impress both in life and death, reflecting the emperor's meticulous attention to detail. Recent excavations have uncovered figures that were damaged and repaired, indicating ongoing maintenance or modifications during construction. The layout of Pit No. 1 also reveals variations in armor and weaponry, showing rank distinctions and specialized roles within the army. Every figure, horse, and chariot was positioned with purpose, suggesting that the emperor envisioned a fully functioning army to serve him in the afterlife. These findings demonstrate that Pit No. 1 is not just a display of craftsmanship, but a window into the political and military sophistication of ancient China. High-ranking officers and commanders. Among the thousands of figures, high-ranking officers stand out for their distinctive armor, confident postures, and proximity to chariots. These commanders reveal the hierarchical structure of the Qin military, highlighting the importance of leadership and strategic planning. Some officers carry weapons or insignia indicating their authority, while others are positioned in commanding stances as if directing troops into battle. Recent studies show that these figures were often constructed with more detailed techniques, suggesting that the emperor prioritized the representation of rank. The presence of these officers alongside infantry and cavalry emphasizes that the army was designed to be an organized and disciplined force. Their meticulous craftsmanship reveals the emperor's focus on realism and symbolism, making the figures more than decorative statues. They are an expression of power, control, and fearlessness, reflecting the authoritarian nature of Qin Shi Huang's reign. Understanding these figures provides insight into the ancient military mindset and the social hierarchy of one of China's earliest empires. Horses, chariots, and the logistics of war. The Terracotta Army includes hundreds of horses and chariots, representing the logistical backbone of the emperor's forces. These figures were carefully crafted to scale, with intricate details such as bridles, saddles, and armor. Horses are positioned as if in motion, giving the illusion of a living army frozen in time. Chariots, made from both clay and wood, were designed to carry high-ranking officers and serve as mobile command posts. Excavations have revealed that some chariots were reinforced with bronze fittings, demonstrating advanced engineering skills. The presence of horses and chariots indicates that the army was meant to be fully functional, symbolically prepared for battle even in the afterlife. The inclusion of logistical elements such as supply units and specialized equipment highlights the Qin dynasty's understanding of warfare, organization, and resource management. These findings reveal that the Terracotta Army is not only a ceremonial structure, but also a reflection of strategic military planning. The Terracotta Army and mortality obsession. Emperor Qin Shi Huang was obsessed with immortality and went to extraordinary lengths to secure it. The creation of the Terracotta Army was part of a broader effort to extend his influence beyond death. Recent discoveries suggest that the emperor believed the afterlife mirrored the living world, requiring soldiers, horses, and servants to continue serving him. The scale of the project, along with the labor force involved, indicates that thousands of workers endured harsh conditions to complete the complex. Excavations have uncovered signs of rapid construction, repairs, and possibly forced labor, hinting at the human cost behind the monument. The army serves as a chilling reminder of the emperor's authoritarian control and the extremes taken to achieve immortality. The obsession with preserving power, even after death, is evident in the meticulous planning, craftsmanship, and enormous resources devoted to the project. This insight casts the Terracotta Army in a more complex and unsettling light. The craftsmanship is unparalleled. The Terracotta Warriors are masterpieces of ancient art and engineering. Each figure was crafted using clay and modular techniques, allowing artisans to create thousands of unique warriors efficiently. Facial expressions, hairstyles, and armor designs vary widely, demonstrating attention to detail and individuality. After molding, figures were fired in kilns, and many were originally painted with vivid pigments including reds, greens, blues, and blacks. The warrior's construction reveals sophisticated knowledge of materials and firing techniques, ensuring durability while maintaining intricate details. The assembly line approach allowed for the creation of large numbers of figures while still permitting individual personalization. The craftsmanship extends to accessories such as weapons, chariots, and horse tack, which were functional and symbolic. Preservation efforts today focus on protecting both the figures and their remaining pigments, as exposure to light and air causes rapid deterioration. The army represents an extraordinary fusion of art, technology, and symbolism, showcasing the ingenuity of ancient China. The discovery that shocked the world. The Terracotta Army was discovered by farmers digging a well in 1974, a find that stunned both China and the world. Excavations quickly revealed rows of life-sized soldiers, horses, and chariots, leading to one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The scale of the site, with thousands of figures arranged in precise formations, was unlike anything previously known. Subsequent excavations uncovered pits containing generals, infantry, archers, and cavalry, reflecting a complex and well-organized military structure. The discovery also revealed the use of assembly techniques and the level of artistic sophistication required to produce such figures. International attention followed, sparking research collaborations and exhibitions around the globe. The find provided unprecedented insights into the Qin dynasty, its military, craftsmanship, and beliefs about the afterlife. This accidental discovery transformed our understanding of ancient China and continues to reveal secrets as archaeologists explore deeper and uncover previously hidden figures. Preservation challenges are immense. Preserving the Terracotta Warriors is a monumental task that involves constant attention and advanced techniques. Exposure to air, light, and humidity has caused the original pigments to fade and flake off, leaving many figures in a fragile state. Some warriors suffered damage during construction, centuries of burial, or early excavation attempts. Modern conservation efforts involve controlled environments, chemical stabilizers, and delicate restoration techniques to prevent further deterioration. Researchers must also address structural issues, such as cracks in clay figures and corrosion on metal weapons. The combination of preserving pigments, clay, and ancient wooden structures makes conservation particularly complex. These challenges highlight how vulnerable historical artifacts are, even those buried underground for centuries. The work is painstaking and slow, but essential to ensure that the Army remains intact for future generations. The Terracotta Warriors are more than statues, they are historical witnesses, and their preservation is critical to maintaining a connection to one of the most remarkable empires in human history. Without careful attention, centuries of human achievement could vanish within decades. The Terracotta Army as cultural heritage. The Terracotta Warriors are a cornerstone of Chinese cultural heritage and a symbol of ancient ingenuity. The figures not only represent military might but also reflect social hierarchy, craftsmanship, and religious beliefs of the Qin dynasty. Each warrior is a story frozen in clay, showcasing personal expression, rank, and martial readiness. The site has become a source of national pride, attracting millions of visitors annually and fostering global interest in ancient China. Beyond tourism, it serves as an educational platform for scholars, students, and enthusiasts, revealing details about military organization, technology, and artistry. The UNESCO World Heritage designation underscores the global importance of the site, protecting it from unchecked development or exploitation. As a cultural artifact, the Terracotta Army bridges the past and present, reminding people of human creativity, ambition, and the consequences of absolute power. Preservation and research are essential not only for historical study, but also for cultural continuity, ensuring that these unique creations inspire understanding and appreciation worldwide. The economic impact is significant. The Terracotta Army has become an economic engine for the Xi'an region and China at large. Tourism generated by the site has spurred development of hotels, restaurants, transportation, and retail industries, creating thousands of jobs. Ticket sales, guided tours, and souvenir markets contribute directly to the local economy, while research funding supports ongoing archaeological projects. The Army's fame has also encouraged international exhibitions, attracting attention and investment from museums and cultural institutions globally. The site's popularity has spurred infrastructure improvements, such as better roads, airports, and visitor centers, benefiting residents beyond tourism. Economists note that cultural heritage sites like the Terracotta Army create sustainable long-term economic value if managed responsibly. However, balancing tourism with preservation remains a challenge, as large numbers of visitors can damage delicate artifacts. The economic impact highlights the intersection of culture, history, and commerce, demonstrating how a historical discovery can shape modern society. The Terracotta Warriors have become both a cultural treasure and a financial asset. Education and the Terracotta Army. The Terracotta Army is an unparalleled educational resource for understanding ancient China. Schools and universities study the site to learn about Qin dynasty military organization, craftsmanship, and funerary practices. Detailed observations of armor, weapons, and formations provide students with insights into social hierarchy, engineering, and artistic techniques. Museum exhibits and digital reconstructions make the Army accessible worldwide, allowing learners to explore the site virtually. Archaeologists also use the Army as a case study in conservation, restoration, and interdisciplinary research, demonstrating how art, science, and history intersect. The Army inspires curiosity and critical thinking, inviting questions about leadership, labor, and cultural values of the time. Interactive programs, workshops, and research initiatives encourage the next generation to engage with cultural heritage actively. By combining historical information with hands-on experience, the Terracotta Army serves as a living classroom. It is a rare opportunity to study the past in detail and understand the complexities of one of the earliest centralized empires in human history. Global significance is undeniable. The Terracotta Army is not just a Chinese treasure, it is a global phenomenon that commands worldwide attention. Its discovery sparked international fascination with ancient China, leading to research collaborations, exhibitions, and scholarly dialogue across continents. The Army has influenced art, literature, film, and popular culture, inspiring creativity and exploration. Museums around the world have hosted traveling exhibits, allowing millions to witness miniature reproductions and artifacts. The Army's global significance lies in its ability to communicate universal themes: power, mortality, and human ingenuity. Scholars study it alongside other monumental archaeological sites to understand how societies commemorate leaders and military power. Its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site emphasizes its value to humanity at large, highlighting the need for international cooperation in preservation and research. The Terracotta Army demonstrates that history is a shared experience, transcending national borders. By studying these warriors, people across the globe gain insight into cultural development, artistic innovation, and the timeless human fascination with immortality. Technology drives new discoveries. Modern technology has revolutionized the study of the Terracotta Army, revealing hidden features and providing insights impossible to achieve in the past. Ground-penetrating radar and 3D scanning allow archaeologists to detect unexcavated pits and map out the entire burial complex without disturbing fragile structures. Digital modeling helps researchers reconstruct damaged figures and simulate how the Army was originally arranged. Chemical analysis of pigments and metals provides information on materials, techniques, and trade networks, shedding light on ancient industrial methods. Imaging technology also assists in identifying repairs, alterations, and patterns that may indicate forced labor or rapid construction. Technology enables ongoing monitoring of preservation conditions, helping prevent further deterioration caused by humidity, light, and temperature fluctuations. With each innovation, new questions emerge, and previously hidden secrets are uncovered. Technology ensures that the Terracotta Army continues to yield insights, making it a dynamic subject of study rather than a static archaeological site. The future of research is increasingly reliant on these tools, which reveal both artistry and human cost behind the figures. Pit No. 2 reveals strategic complexity. Pit No. 2 offers a glimpse into the strategic thinking of the Qin military. Unlike Pit No. 1, which focuses on infantry formations, Pit No. 2 contains a mix of archers, cavalry, and high-ranking officers arranged in defensive and offensive positions. The layout suggests an understanding of battlefield tactics, coordination, and hierarchy, demonstrating that the army was designed with realism in mind. Recent excavations have uncovered figures with unique armor and weapon configurations, indicating specialized roles in combat. The positioning of chariots alongside troops hints at rapid deployment strategies and command mobility. Damage and repairs on some figures suggest the pit was adjusted during construction, reflecting evolving military concepts or corrections by artisans. Pit No. 2 reveals that the Terracotta Army was more than ceremonial. It represents careful planning, organization, and a sophisticated approach to warfare. The combination of artistry and strategy highlights the emperor's desire for control, extending military influence into the afterlife. Each figure contributes to a broader narrative of preparation, hierarchy, and power. The human cost of creation. The construction of the Terracotta Army likely involved thousands of laborers, artisans, and craftsmen working under demanding conditions. Archaeological evidence suggests rapid production methods, such as modular assembly, were used to meet the scale and deadline imposed by the emperor. Some figures show signs of rushed workmanship or subsequent repairs, implying intense labor pressures and tight schedules. Recent studies indicate that the workforce may have included conscripted laborers or prisoners, emphasizing the authoritarian nature of Qin Shi Huang's reign. Working conditions would have been harsh, with exposure to smoke from kilns, heavy lifting, and repetitive tasks. The human cost behind the army reflects the lengths to which the emperor went to secure immortality and display absolute power. While the army is celebrated for its artistry and historical significance, it also serves as a reminder of the suffering endured to achieve this monumental legacy. Understanding the human dimension adds depth to our appreciation of the army and raises ethical questions about labor, authority, and historical ambition. The Terracotta Army influences popular culture. The Terracotta Army has left an indelible mark on global culture, inspiring films, literature, documentaries, and art. Its imposing figures and mysterious origins have fueled storytelling in cinema, with depictions ranging from historical epics to fantasy narratives. Artists use the army as a motif to explore themes of power, mortality, and collective identity. The warriors also appear in exhibitions worldwide, influencing how museums present ancient civilizations to the public. Their detailed craftsmanship and lifelike expressions captivate audiences, bridging the gap between ancient history and modern imagination. Popular media often emphasizes the army's sheer scale and enigmatic purpose, drawing attention to the human ambition behind its creation. The Terracotta Army's cultural impact extends beyond entertainment. It shapes perceptions of ancient China and underscores universal themes of authority, ritual, and legacy. Its presence in classrooms, documentaries, and creative works demonstrates how history can resonate across centuries, inspiring curiosity and reflection. The army is not just an archaeological marvel, but a global symbol of ingenuity, mystery, and enduring influence. The army is a symbol of national identity for China. The Terracotta Army embodies historical pride and cultural identity. It represents the achievements of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unify China, and highlights the organizational, artistic, and engineering capabilities of his era. The army communicates themes of power, discipline, and state control that were central to the Qin dynasty. As a cultural emblem, it fosters national pride, serving as a reminder of China's long and complex history. Education programs and public exhibitions emphasize the army's significance, encouraging both citizens and international visitors to appreciate its historical and cultural value. The army's influence extends into modern national narratives, symbolizing resilience, ingenuity, and continuity of Chinese civilization. Its preservation reinforces a sense of responsibility toward heritage, while its global recognition reflects China's historical contributions to humanity. The Terracotta Army is more than a collection of figures. It is a manifestation of cultural memory, identity, and pride, anchoring China in a lineage of achievement that continues to inspire the nation and the world. Restoration techniques are innovative. Restoring the Terracotta Warriors has pushed technological boundaries in conservation. Experts have developed innovative methods to stabilize fragile clay, reattach broken pieces, and preserve the fading pigments. Microclimate-controlled display environments prevent damage caused by fluctuations in temperature and humidity. Advanced imaging and 3D modeling assist restorers in understanding original designs and reconstructing missing parts without altering historical authenticity. Chemical analysis of pigments and glazes informs methods to prevent color loss, while non-invasive techniques protect delicate features from further deterioration. These innovations extend beyond the Terracotta Army, benefiting cultural preservation worldwide. The process is meticulous, requiring patience, skill, and interdisciplinary collaboration among archaeologists, chemists, and art historians. Through restoration, the warriors regain some of their original appearance, allowing the public to experience their artistry and grandeur more fully. Preservation is not simply about maintaining structures, it is about ensuring historical stories, craftsmanship, and cultural memory survive for generations. The Army's conservation is a testament to human dedication to protecting history. Interdisciplinary study enhances understanding. Studying the Terracotta Warriors requires expertise across archaeology, art history, anthropology, and materials science. Archaeologists excavate and analyze spatial arrangements, while historians interpret inscriptions and historical records. Materials scientists examine clay composition, firing techniques, and pigments, revealing insights about production methods and resource sourcing. Anthropologists explore labor practices, social hierarchy, and cultural significance, providing context to the Army's creation. Collaboration across disciplines enhances interpretation, allowing researchers to form a more comprehensive understanding of ancient China. For example, combining chemical analysis with historical records has revealed information about trade networks and technological sophistication. Interdisciplinary approaches also inform conservation strategies, ensuring that restoration techniques respect both scientific accuracy and historical authenticity. The Terracotta Army is a living laboratory demonstrating how diverse fields can converge to uncover the full story